I think all of you must have submitted your first progress report. If you have not, then if you have any doubt, problem, you can always talk to your SIP guide and sort it out. Make sure that you do it. Otherwise, 0 marks will be allotted, right? So, and I see many of you have not switched on the camera. So at least those who I am seeing on my screen, right? Saurya, Mohammed, Anish, Anisha, Yali, Aliva. Okay. Second, I am also getting some complaints from, I will not take the names because I don't like outing out my students. But some of your employers are not happy with you. Matlab, either you are not coming on time, either you are not doing your job properly, or you are not being professional. Professional का मतलब होता है you are not conducting yourself in a professional manner, which means when you should come, when you should go, what is your clothing sense, how you should talk to the people, all that which reflects on the brand of K-Zone is not being properly adhered to, right? So timings का बहुत importance है in any corporate life. Deadline का important है, commitment का important है, sincerity का important है. If I don't see that, if I get complaints, I am not going to help you. If you get terminated by your employer in this SIP, we will not find you another one. And after that, what will happen? You will not get your SIP certificate. Without SIP certificate, I don't know how you are going to graduate. Right? So take it seriously. These are for 8 credits. This is equivalent to 4 subjects. So make sure you are putting your proper effort to it. Okay. You must also have got the template for second progress report from AK sir, right? वो सब कुछ चला गया है. What is the last date? Ajay Krishna, what is the last date for second progress report?
25th June.
25th. Very good.
Emergency day.
Yeah. Do you know how to submit?
Yes, sir. We have to fill up the Google form which link have been sent yesterday.
Very good. So now at least someone knows. Okay, I think. Wait. Was a song playing on my computer? Could you hear something?
No, sir.
No, sir. Actually, it was a phone call from my side.
Okay. I thought some song was playing. Great. So Ajay has already clarified. So I think the whole batch knows. क्या करना है? 25th end of the day जो Google link मिला है, second progress report submit करना है. Submit करने के लिए the format is already shared with you. Make sure if you have any doubt, you get touch with your SIP guide and get it clarified. So I wanted to call the meeting for this as well. Okay. Also, some of you have been worried about when the classes will start, and you might not be able to join because you're positioned out of the station, and uske liye you might have to stay for some days. So we are thinking of some solutions. We are thinking initially for some weeks. Let's say if you're going to stay till end of July, the classes will be, I think, very. It will be more towards the revision, sort of the first year's coursework, so that you won't be missing out on much. Plus, whatever it will be taught will be also shared with your shared by your professors with you. So mainly it will be 2 things. It will be very primary, basic things which you have already been taught, sort of revision things. So that once you join, mostly all of you are going to join by the end of July. I hope so. So then the real, fast-paced study will start. So don't think too much or worry too much. If you have been allotted the date by the company and it has come through us, so we will help you and we'll take care so that your academics does not suffer. But you have to multitask, right? Something or the other you have to do, which means on weekends you have to go through the materials or you have to get in touch with your respective professors. For some of you who are going to join consumer behavior, right? And I will be taking the classes, but suppose you are still stranded with your internship. In that case, I will be sharing all the study material of that week with you, and also I will have a separate Zoom session with all the students who are stationed outside, so that if anything is there, we can smooth out all those problems. तो उसके बारे में ज़्यादा सोचना नहीं है. If you have your own SIPs which has not come to the company, and then you are, in case you are you're staying post 11th of July, in that case make sure that we know about it. We have already collected the last date and joining date from you. From that we are going to give the permissions for those who will be coming late. So if you have not submitted that date with us, or if the data is not with us, then we might be thinking that you are joining by 11th. If not, if you are not joining by 11th, then you have to give us the date on the information that was asked by you, right? So last week it was asked, and I hope you have submitted that, right? So that data we will be using to see how many of you are coming, and those who are not coming, we will be taking further steps to felicitate people academically, they don't suffer. Okay. Okay. So these two things I wanted to share. One, please make sure that we don't get any complaint from any of your employers. And time, if some of you have joined late, want extension, blah blah blah, you know the deal. The deal is that talk with your SIP guide, ask for extension, and then if your guide allows, then you can take 3-4 days extra, and then but submit on the same link. So by now you are aware of the procedure or the SOP. Now it's open to you, open session. If you have any doubts, you can ask, and then we will close the session. Okay. Okay. So Abhijit, please ask your doubt.
Sir, the submission date is 25, sir. The time period is very small, sir. For the submission, the report is very big for making. We have to make questionnaire and fill up them, and office hour, sir, till 7 p.m. daily.
Okay. Okay. So how do you answer this question? Suneet, are you there? Sunita Acharya. Yes. Have you started preparing your second progress report?
Yes, sir. I will start today.
Oh, you will start today. So you will finish by 25th?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your friend is asking that, it's a very big project, sir, time, deadline, extend kiya jaye. So what would you suggest your friend? How should he proceed?
Sir, it depends on everyone, a bit on work ethics, so I can't exactly tell how he will do
No,
it.
but suppose you are working in corporate, right? And your colleagues, he has a deadline and you both are working on a project.
Yes,
And he
sir.
says, I cannot meet the deadline. What will you say to your colleague?
Sir,
Say that to Abhijit.
sir, at least you can try. Which is in our hand, we'll do that.
Yes. So Abhijit, please do whatever is in your hand. Give your best. दो 4 दिन 2 घंटा सो, right? Try to do your best, and even if then you can't do it, then ask your SIP mentor, sir, I am not able to do this even after putting superhuman effort, right? So I put all the superhuman effort. I have not slept. I have not eaten. I have just become, this scholar of yours, but I cannot do it, sir. So, please help me. So maybe तब तुम्हारे SIP guide तुमको help करेंगे. But nothing is impossible. Try to do your best. That is all I'll say. Okay? Abhijit?
Yes, sir. I got it.
अब इस पे कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं आना चाहिए. ठीक है?
Sir, time बहुत
Okay,
कम
we'll go
है
to
ना, इसलिए बोल
Prajwal.
रहा हूँ.
Yes, Prajwal. तो
Sir,
टाइम का मैं सुनो अभिजीत, ये जो टाइम का मैं तुमको पता नहीं था कि सेकंड प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट आ रहा है. जब फर्स्ट प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट किया उसके बाद ही शुरू कर देता. ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि तुम आज पता चला कि देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड सेकंड प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट. ये गाना जो गा रहे हैं हम, ये जनवरी से गा रहे हैं. सेकंड प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट आएगा. आज नहीं शुरू किया हमने गाना.
Okay, sir.
चलो प्रज्वल, प्लीज आस्क योर क्वेश्चन.
Yes, sir. Sir, I was not able to join the meeting last week, sir. So how do I submit that? I mean, is there a link to submit the end date of my SIP? Because my SIP extends till 16th of July.
So it was not a meeting, Prajwal. You should all of you check the mails from ksom.ac.in, internship@ksom.ac.in. उससे एक mail आया था which we have asked you to fill a form. So go back, fill that form if you have not filled, and we will look into it.
Sir, is this the same form which came up, close to the starting of the SIP, or was this a new form last week?
Last week, new form. Check it,
Okay.
Prajwal. If not, then ask one of your friends to help. Okay?
Okay,
There are
sir.
so many friends. अगर कोई तुमको help नहीं करता है 336 बच्चों में, then ask me. I'll forward you again. Okay?
Yes, sir. Sure. Sir.
Because many of your friends have submitted that. So just do it. Dekho, sometimes we cannot be superhumans, but don't be shy. Ask your friends; they will help. Okay? Rohit Das, who is looking very serious.
Sir, not like that, sir. Sir, I have one doubt about the shifting part, which is 2 pages. So, can you please elaborate on that? I can, sort it out for the objective part.
Which part?
Objectives part. There is a 3 parts. One is introduction, second is objectives, and third is methodology. The objective parts I can figure out it.
Okay, very good. Congratulations. You can figure out objective. Yes. उसके बाद?
उसके बाद सर काम स्टार्ट हो जाएगा.
हाँ, तो उसके बाद ऑब्जेक्टिव्स के बाद क्या करना है?
मेथोडोलॉजी.
मेथोडोलॉजी. कौन पढ़ाया था? बीआरएम तुमको कौन पढ़ाया था?
सर आपने.
तो कुछ पढ़ाया था मैंने मेथोडोलॉजी में, कुछ सर्वे उर्वे कराया था मैंने.
हाँ सर, वो वाला पार्ट हो चुका है, बट सर
डेटा कलेक्शन कुछ कराया ना मैंने, कि डेटा कलेक्शन करते हैं, सर्वे करते हैं, इंटरव्यू करते हैं, कराया था कि हवाई में सब हो गया था. बीआरएम हवाई में पढ़ा दिया था मैंने.
नहीं सर, हो गया.
तो उसको यूज करना है कि नहीं करना है? क्लास में मैंने बोला था कि समर इंटर्नशिप में आएगा कि नहीं आएगा, क्वेश्चन डिजाइन बताया था कि नहीं?
यस सर.
So I don't know the specifics of your project, but we have broadly gone through what are the ways of doing any kind of research, which means either you will be dealing with the primary data or secondary data. Primary data means we have already talked about questionnaire, interviews and everything. Both we have done in the live projects in the class. For secondary data, you must have done how to analyze them through different statistical method that Piyush sir must have taught. So cross tabulation, hypothesis testing. So all those can be used. So that will be a part of your methodology, right? Rohit, if you are doing only sales related part, right? तो उसमें तो कुछ methodology आएगा नहीं, right? But then you have to see what are the problems you are looking into. Are you looking to generate lead? Are you looking to find out the consumer base? Are we looking out to increase the sales? And then it will go accordingly, right? So some part should be your common sense and some part will come from business research methodology. If you still face problem, so wait for 2 days, wait for 48 hours. If you are still having problem, then contact me. I can help you or get in touch with your SIP guide. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
We'll go to Ajay. Yes, Ajay.
Sir, for statistical method, can we use SPSS?
Of course you can use. You must use. I will be so happy to use. I'll give you 5 extra marks.
Okay,
Please
sir. Okay, sir.
We'll go to Devashmita.
Sir, in the general note, it is written
वीडियो
that.
क्यों नहीं ऑन है, और अगर ऑन नहीं है तो उसका रीजन पहले बताना होगा.
Sir.
Yes. Now ask
Yes, sir.
yourself.
Sir, in the general note, it is written that the similarity should not be greater than 20%. Similarity means it is the similarity with our
Plagiarism
friends.
check.
Okay.
Plagiarism check. So 20 is also being very generous. I tell my scholars or students it should be in the single digit, so not more than 9%, which means we generally do that for the end report, but we can do for progress report also. That is a plagiarism check, which means for all the sources which is available on internet, you should not match for more than 9%. So or 20%, whatever is written. How do you do it? You can ask a librarian madam to do the check for you, and you have to give her around 24 to 48 hours. So she will send you the report. Now that is totally up to your SIP mentor. If your SIP mentor is not asking for that, it is okay. If he or she asks, then you submit along with that, right? So plagiarism check is how much similar is it? Because what some students do, and some of you also might be doing, is you will go and copy paste from internet sources. we don't want you to do that. Copy paste एक 5 class का बच्चा भी कर लेता है, right? And at least you are supposed to be better than that. Okay?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So we'll go to Soumya.
Very good evening, sir. Sorry, I have turned off my camera because I'm on a visit actually. Sir, my doubt is, I'm designing the training manual for field sales force. Okay, so what methodology should I put here? I'm getting
Yes.
confused about it.
That's a very good. So I'll give you two options. Okay, you can use qualitative method. You can use quantitative method. Now, tell me which method you want to use.
So I wanna use the qualitative method.
Very good. Now, qualitative method means you can always take the feedback from 360-degree feedback from the people you are working. So, quality manual will be used from what? For training purpose. तो उसको use कौन करते हैं? Suppose trainees, right? Then
Yes,
also
sir.
take the feedback from the upper management and take the feedback from the people who have done that before you.
Yes,
And
sir.
taking that feedback, you design it. So you have a research question, you have an objective, you have the qualitative data, and then you design it. And then you can also use the pilot study, and you can show it to the people who will be using it, take their feedback, and then you can refine it again and again.
Okay, sir, I have one more doubt. Like the 10 training manual I have developed, my mentor asked me to make a Google form out of it to take the feedback of the employees, one of the sales manager and one of the sales employee who is the new joiner here. And I have already taken that feedback thing. So can I put it in my report? Like
Yes, of course you should. That's a good way to go. You can put and also go for a qualitative interview. So just ask them over phone that I want 3-4 questions more to ask, and you can ask them and then record it, and then you can, like we have done for BRM class. So that's a good way to go. Okay,
okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
great. Now we go to Abhinash.
Yes, sir. You told that, sir, we have to use qualitative or quantitative method.
No. You have to tell why your video is off.
Sir, because of my camera is not working, sir.
Wow. Very good. See, even Ajay is laughing. Everybody's Mohammed Anish is
Sir,
laughing.
you can see that, sir. You can see. My camera
I
is
can
not
see that you are not there. So I can see you are not there. But how can I see if you are telling truth or lie? चलो ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. बताओ, क्वेश्चन क्या है?
Sir, my question is like,
Question is,
sir, you told that you can use quantitative or qualitative method to for data,
not
sir.
you, not me. It is a research world. भुवनदीप सर ने अभी quantitative qualitative नहीं बनाया है.
Yes, sir. My next question is, sir. My next question is like, if we have not data, then what will we use, sir?
Okay, if you do not have food, can you make dinner, Avinash? Can you make dinner without food? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Can you make food without, can you make dinner without food? आटा दाल चावल कुछ नहीं है, नमक कुछ नहीं घर में. Can you make dinner?
No.
So, do you know what I'm trying to say? What I'm trying to say?
Nothing, sir.
Get data to do any kind of research, right? Even if you do not have data, think how you can formulate your problems and do a methodological analysis, right? So it is never like that, you know, if you don't have something, then you cook up data. Don't cook up the data, but think how you can use data, and still a lot of time is left. Okay? So what is that you do, Avinash? जिसके लिए data ही नहीं तुम्हारे पास?
Sir, from our companies, we are asking for data, but they have not any data, sir. So
No,
that's
what
why,
is that you do? What is your project?
Sir, our project is to telecalling, sir. Telecalling. Telecalling.
उसका
We
कोई
call sir
objective,
farmers and get data, sir.
उसका कोई ऑब्जेक्टिव्स होगा. You are doing with objective. ऐसे तुम टेलीकॉलिंग तो करता नहीं होगा गप मारने के लिए. Correct? Okay. So write your objectives. Whatever you are, how many calls you are making, what are the important aspects of that call, what is the data that you have collected but you don't want to share. Write down those. So if I have done work with Amazon, right, and everything is confidential, but still I'll write the process flow. I will write what was the objective. I will not share the data. Last year, what I have done in a very systematic way, right? Data doesn't mean that you have to wait for the company, but you must make sure that your panel, all of you are going to be evaluated by a panel. That panel should not see कि बैठ के 3 महीने, कुछ नहीं किया है. So get into that mode, okay? There will be certain companies who will not share the data, and that is very much true for many companies in this age. But at least you should have a sequential, logical flow of what you have done, how you have made an impact on your company. You can always tell that these many calls were made, these many data points were there, these many, this much objective of my project was achieved. So that's a good way to go, right? I hope I'm making sense, Avinash. If not, then you also contact me after 48 hours. But make sure that you get in touch with your SIP mentor and discuss it through. These are the very basic questions. I don't want to discourage you, but at this point of time, you should not be having these questions, right? Because you are all going to be evaluated by a panel. So you should be able to convince that panel that you have done some kind of work. We'll take the last question from Abhijit. So we start. Okay. So we'll go to Mahima. Yeah.
Yes, sir. There is two questions actually. So the first one is like in the introduction part, you have mentioned like apply the relevant concepts or theory. So is that anything related to our curriculum or like?
Whatever relevant you find, what are you doing, right? So suppose if you are doing into sales, so sales funnel is a relevant theory, right? That you start with the broader base and then.
But the project which I'm doing is like it's in my like 4th semester. So.
What is the project you are doing? Tell me.
For competency mapping and skill gap analysis.
Yes. So competency mapping, skill gap analysis. They have certain theories of skill mapping, right? You can always go on internet.
Yes, sir.
And you can find it down. Do some research, right? You are also asked to do your own research outside the project. So एक Sunday को बैठो and do this Google search. You will get a lot of theories. Go through them and then write them in your own words. It will be easy. Okay?
And the next question is, sir, in the data collection part, they have made me sign the like NDA. So what I can do is like I can formulate a similar thing, like similar data thing, and I can just show it.
Yeah. So you can do with the dummy data. Very good. Or you can say these are the things I have done. The data is not available, but these are the things I have done. These are the impacts I have made. So that we see that Mahima is not lying. Like she has actually worked, and that is what we want at the end of the day. Okay. Great. So yeah, दुनिया गोल है. So we'll also end with Abhijit. बताओ Abhijit, what is your problem? We started with you. We'll end with you.
Sir, all questions shall be open-ended, closed-ended, or mixed forms questionnaires shall be made.
That is totally up to you. So what you are going to eat today? Is anybody going to come and tell कि आज यही खाना है? You can eat biryani, you can eat khichdi, you can eat ice cream for dinner, or you can also go hungry. Right? So nobody will tell you what to do. You apply your mind, right? In 1 year, you are going to lead a company. In 5 years, you will be the CEO. In 10 years, you will retire. So it's high time you start taking your own decisions.
Okay. So there is no chance of extending the deadline of the progress report.
So I am not going to come in this platform and say that, Bhuvan sir has told I have, increased the deadline. I'm not going to say anything. It is best discussed between you and your faculty mentor. SIP guide. You both decide, and if he is okay or she is okay, then take few days extra.
Sir, another question is that if someone internship is ending at August 16, then what will the situation for that student?
तब का तब देखेंगे. इतना चिंता करेंगे तो फिर we will be, in heaven now. So don't worry too much. That was my whole thing. Don't worry too much. Concentrate on the present. We will try our best not to let you suffer academically because we have given you that assignment. So we will help you. Don't worry. Okay, that is all I can say. Okay.
Yes.
Anything else? Okay, so should we call it a day? So we are calling it day now, but you people keep on working, right? We'll probably meet next week also, and please be ready with your questions. Good questions, bad questions. There are nothing such. Ask anything you want, right? But only related to SIP. So with that, I'll end the meeting. We can leave, and all the best. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
All
sir.
the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.